Hi, it's Monday, April 18th, 2016. It's 9 o'clock London, 9 a.m. And yeah, I'm going to talk about something that's moving things today, the markets. It's to do with the oil price. And this weekend, there was a meeting of oil producers, OPEC, and also some non-OPEC countries like Russia were there. And the FT is reporting oil price tumbles on Doha deal stalemate. Doha is in Qatar, or as Americans would say, Qatar, which is in the Middle East. It's in the like Persian Gulf area near Bahrain, and yeah, it's one of the big oil producing countries in that region. The main reason why this agreement to freeze production fell through is that the Saudi Arabians, did not come to an agreement with Iran. And Iran, as you know, has been or had been up until last year, kind of pushed off the oil market for quite a long time because of sanctions, and now they're back in the market. And the United States government has unfrozen a lot of their assets as well. That goes hand in hand with what the other video I made this weekend about the Saudis threatening to sell their assets. The Americans can't freeze assets of regimes they're not happy with. But anyway, basically, there's a lot of optimism last week that a deal would come through from this meeting. But it didn't, and it fell through. So the oil price has dumped quite a bit. Right now, U.S. crude, which is the West Texas, the front month is trading at $39.80. The futures contract, that's down 4.2%, or down $1.75. It did trade down to $38.88. So, and the Brent crude is down about the same in percentage terms, but it's trading at a premium, so it's at 41.20. But the highs, for example, in the U.S. crude, or West Texas, was 41.65, so way off the highs. And, if one looks at the chart of crude, U.S. crude, or, West Texas, all the way back to the beginning of the millennium, 2001 or 2002, the oil price really started rocketing in July, I think, 2004. And it broke through a really, really important resistance level, which at the time, was a key level, $40. And from then on, it never went back below $40 until, we had the crisis of 08, 09. Well, that started in 07. But, from July 2004, yeah, and let me just check here, all the way up to July 2008, crude went from $40 to $145. And then from that top, it dropped precipitously, all the way below $40 again, and that was around January 2009. We dropped to like $37 roughly, and then we've had this policy of money printing, QE, zero interest rates, even negative interest rates, and oil was able to rebound above that $40 level. We were trading, just above 100 and below 100, never breaking 80, from 2011 roughly, until the middle of 2014. And then since then, we've seen a precipitous, drop, not as bad as and as quick as the one in 08, 09. But I think this 40 level, is very important. So we're testing that right now. Personally, I think crude will probably go lower from here. You know, the low we had, that was in middle of January, it was around $27, $28 roughly. I'm not too sure exactly. But I think we could go retest that and even go back down to 20. And the reason why I'm talking about crude today is I think, you know, it's kind of a barometer of the global economy. And I think, you know, there's a lot of effort by the powers that be, not only OPEC and the oil producers and the emerging market countries, but also, you know, in the West. You know, the banks in the West have lent a lot of money to this energy sector. And I think they're worried. And it just shows as well that the global economy is not, you know, as healthy as it is. So I think it'll be interesting to keep an eye on crude this week, see if it manages to go back up above $40. In terms of other markets, the Dow right now is down 55. It dropped over, you know, 100 points earlier today, so it has recovered. The other indicator we've been following here and talked about is the dollar yen. The dollar yen, you know, rebounded in the last few weeks almost up to 110 after touching 107.60 a few weeks ago. And as I said earlier, you know, a strengthening yen, you know, is not conducive to stability in the financial markets, because a lot of speculators borrow in yen or sell the yen to buy other higher yielding currencies or assets. And if the yen is going up, you know that could cause a lot of trouble. So I've noticed today that the yen actually dipped below 108, went down to 107.83. Right now it's rebounded back up to 108.30, but I think, yeah, need to keep an eye on that level, 107.60. That was the low this year. If we break below that level, the low in terms of dollar yen, you know, I'm talking about the dollar making a new low and the yen conversely making a new high. So yeah, keep an eye on dollar yen. It has rebounded a little bit. Gold is unchanged, basically 1235. We did go up to 1240 late Sunday, I think. But this morning in London, we've been already just below 1230, but it's rebounded. What else? The euro is, yes, steady, 112.88. And yeah, have a good rest of the week, and I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.